Alright, let's roll the dice. What are you, you monster? Good. Magic. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it is. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here. Today we are playing Hyper Ramp because we have new cards for the set. 2 mana ramp that gets us exactly into 4 mana ramp that gets us to the 7 drop so much faster than our opponent expects. We have Splash Black for Breach the Multiverse because card is so insane in this kind of deck. And if you watch daily and you aren't subscribed, maybe that's the day. Alright, all I'm saying. Alright guys, I hope you will have as much fun as I did. A little bit of scare hand, but all the tap lands, only 2 lands, and we need to hit Bramble Familiar, that will be 1 turn late. I hope for some good draws, but you know how it is. We probably won't get those, but fingers crossed for untapped land. Oh my god, this is insane, and this is really good. Alright, let's see if that survives. We also need another one. Won't hit it, unfortunately. There is some risk of smite, and I'm not willing to take it. So I will just miss 2 damage because it shouldn't be meaningful, but if for some reason they smite me, that will be devastating. So, not worth the risk. Please don't kill it. Thank you. Thank you. You are a good person. Ice87. You're a better person than I am. Alright. So those triggers, and alright, man, without this mana would be in such trouble. And we don't need more black mana. We have double black for the breach. So a little bit slow, but theoretically, if we draw a land, if this doesn't die, it could be Breach the Multiverse already, which is probably a good game. We drew quite a lot of 7 drops, but I still think we should hit another one. And our opponent is having some fun with his lands. He's playing more. He's also ramping a little bit. Please don't. Familiar is a good raccoon. I wonder if they just drew it. Oh, it would be so perfect, wouldn't it? Now we go for those 2, so we keep some forest in the game. And I mean, our opponent got a free turn that he hopefully shouldn't have. With all the tap lands, with all the removal on raccoons, I think he gained total like 2 turns, I think. Here's wedding announcement. What are you? They might play the White Emperor, and they might play Kaya. Let's roll it. I've seen Vraska and Sanctuary Warden. Yeah, they play all of those. Like all of those. And from my, this will be Titan of Industry. Alright, so we can play Titan, we can kill the Architect. That means we want... Sanctuary Warden is insanely good, man. But so is the Eternal Wanderer, so I think that's what we take. Just because we can kill the token instantly. Let's go like this, and I think we want the pressure. They might play the Sunfall. So let's kill this. We have another Titan, so wedding announcement will die later. I have to say, like, making double strikers is super tempting as well. But I think we want to keep the board clear, because for those cores it's super hard to interact with the board unless they have some creatures. And I predict Sunfall might be a possibility. This is also why we want the Planeswalker. So I think he's in some huge trouble, man. We'll play the Rex for the lethal, so this is our surprise win con. Here's the Sunfall, but pretty expensive. And we can... See, Emperor is so much better. And I think that we are closing the game. We get rid of this because it's annoying. And I mean, he needs a lot of Sunfalls. One after another. Let's go for Rhino. I want maximum pressure, and they might play Destroy effects, but they play more Sunfalls and Farewells. Like, one Destroy Evil could be a thing, but we take it. Let's see if they go for Virtue of Persistence. We might leave this for Virtue if they want to play it. Alright, so this is the Emperor, I would assume. So that will be the Emperor. So when we attack with Titan, and they will have exactly the mana forward. That's an interesting one. I think we go like this.
I brought backup.
I could start attacking with cottages. They are pretty good overall. And how much mana do I have? 6? Yeah, so I actually can activate both of them, which would overwhelm Emperor a little bit. Let's go for it. I like it. I think it's better against Sunfall. And then we need to prioritize. Oh no. Man, the mana got me again. Alright. So let's attack and see how it goes. Maybe I think I could tap differently, right? Waste probably was tapped for Chorus, but I cannot redo or undo this, so you know we will go with it. Let's go. So this is something he wants to Emperor. He left the mana, we know he has cards, so you know. And I think we go like this to make the maximum board for the next turn without investing anything. He might have another Sunfall, but I did not want to click it. Well, I click too much on the board and sometimes it gets me, but it's fine. It's just fine. Let's see the blocks and see some Emperors flying. So generally I want to pressure him, so he needs to keep Sunfalling every turn, and it really like hurts his mana. He has like 3 mana on top of Sunfall, and you can kill the token with Eternal Wanderer. And when he stops having Sunfalls, oh boy, is that really it? That feels like a Sunfall then. Yeah, I think we still expand the sphere just for extra mana. It's not like we have more to do with it. So, we have to assume that he has the Sunfall on the next turn. We could play those spells, but we don't gain anything. And we have enough board to already threaten our opponent. I mean, I could get some counters, but I think I want lands more. Those counters aren't super meaningful right now. Breach the Multiverse, I would love to draw it. The reason we are going with this is that it makes our draws better. Like man, getting 2 lands out of your library is solid. However, I guess you don't shuffle, right? I guess it doesn't improve your draws because you put the cards on the bottom anyway, so unless you shuffle, I think it's like this. Here's the Emperor. It's fine. We'll also use the food token probably, which shouldn't matter too much. But look at our board, man. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely a Sunfall. So they just stack loyalty. So they can make Samurai after. But we came prepared, and they will have to hit another Sunfall after this one. Man, they have some huge bombs. And so do we. I want Rex to be, you know, our last spell. Because it gives you this extra tempo push, and when you get it and you don't close the game, then Titan is super slow after it. Alright, artifacts, let's go for it. Alright, you got your second sweeper. So he will play Samurai. Interesting. So if they -1, we'll just +1. So we can eat Emperor overtime.
Your blades strike true.
How much mana do we have? So we can already attack with this. That's pretty good. Alright, let's go. Man, we are just like playing Titans every turn. It's pretty fun. And let's go for this. Then they won't be able to block the cottage.
I bought us some time.
And that is the missing piece. Let's see if they have 2 mana removal. You know what? I should probably activate it first and then play the Titan and put the shield counter here. I think that could be a better play. So, what do we go for? They have Breach. Probably they play Paragon, I would guess. Kaya. I think I will just go with this, so we prevent the lighting from Paragon in case they play. But there's too many targets, like if I get rid of one of them, he has like 4 more. And I don't think the game will go through, you know, 4 removals. Wedding announcement? Sure. This might be our Rex turn. Don't forget we have Emperor every single turn, so we can just get rid of any blocker like this token. And that increases the damage by quite a lot. So yeah, this should be our Rex turn. He cannot Emperor this, because he won't have enough mana. He has only 1 spare mana after Emperor and he needs to pay 4. And we will also activate the Cottage and play the Cottage. We could go for the Tortoise, but this will be next turn play, so we'll have triple Cottage, then we play Tortoise and activate as many as we can. And I think that should close the game. And this is the extra tempo I was mentioning before. You can see that he's nearly breaking already, and we just push him even harder. And don't forget we still have Eternal Wanderer, so every turn we can just either sweep the board or create more creatures. Like, we absolutely dominated this guy. I mean, thank you, Shuffler. Man, whenever I'm on the play I get 1 lander in ramp deck. This one is better, but we are already suffering. In ramp decks you absolutely don't want to lose any cards. I think we go like this, right? We will surely hit a land. I'm sure of it. Let's go with what? A swamp, in case we hit the forest and we don't need to pain ourselves. Alright. Let's get the forest now. And on the next turn we expand the sphere. Let's see, we might get made disappear, so that won't be pretty. But we won't. Is that as per Legends? Definitely feels like it, right? I mean, let's roll the dice. I hope it will go well. This is better if you think you can keep attacking. Alright, we got our land for the day. No cottages. Mountain, so it's Grixis. Alright, they really don't want to see the tortoise. Not super surprised. And I mean, we can go Iron Crack. Okay, this is the trigger from Rona. And Invasion of Zendikar. Then we go with Bramble and we start the pressure. Alright, let's go balanced as always, as all things should be. And we are back into the magical 7 or even 8 lands. Expand the sphere probably not the best in this scenario, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully he won't counter this, because that will be a little bit unfortunate, to say the least. I think we... Okay, perfect, thank you, thank you. Like, he's just really helping us. And he doesn't recycle cards. Alright, let's go for a fetch quest. I mean, that's... How do you work? Put a creature, enchantment, or... So, only one of those. I mean, that will be an easy choice here. And let's go for the shield counter, just because they obviously play go for the throats. And this way we can protect Titan way better. And they need to start going for answers. We want to play Familiar and hopefully cycle expand the sphere into another Bramble. I mean, that's the plan at least. With Stomper we can get some extra power on board. We will see how Zendikar will be flipped. We can always attack face with the Titan and, you know, the Rhino goes here. Alright, I think I know where this is going. And it seems that we both... Man, Breach the Multiverse is such insane against our deck, because we literally play it ourselves. So he's basically stealing our part of the strategy. So I want Breach the Multiverse right now from the top, so I can mill his cards and mess with the Hidetsugu. I mean, that wasn't as close as I would love it to be. So honestly, if they have a removal, they can just kill their Hidetsugu. If we attack with the Rhino, he will just trade. He needs 2 more turns to play it manually. So I think that we will do it like this. Counters, counters, counters. Maybe we just go like this, man. I have all the mana that I need for this play. And I mean, that is a lot of power. And let's go with the forest. We seem to have a little bit not enough of those. And even I know it's not the best, we will proliferate Titan of Industry counters. That's actually good, because I wanted this one counter anyway, and that's probably the best land we could hit. And we wait this one turn, so he burns the top card. Alright, he draws and discards. Was that a land? Did he bluff this? You never know, man. You never know. But generally the best card is at the top, right? Nobody puts it second on top. So I think we will attack on the next turn. And with Titan of... Bro, come on. He's just doing it himself. Was that a Traxa? No. Okay, for some reason I thought it's a Traxa. Honestly, didn't he mess the triggers? Like, you can put the cards first and then, you know, reveal. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Right. Let's do it. It would be best if he stopped playing Hidetsugu every turn. But we will just go with this. And see what we hit. And then play the Bramble Familiar. Oh, interesting. He drew the card. Yep, that was Breach the Multiverse. And that's a Titan of Industry. I wish there were some artifacts to destroy. I mean, we could think about the life gain. Is life gain good, guys? Because it can get us below, like, lethal 3-shot maybe? And it's not like they will go around our stats, right? Alright, I'm rolling the dice, man. Wait. They want to kill the Stomper because it has Vigilance, so we want to attack like this, I think. We are not going for one turn lethal anyway, so flipping the Zendikar is the same as attacking. One shield counter. Hidetsugu. So on the next turn we can all, you know, do it again and try to hit the Rex, which would give us even more power with Trample. Alright, let's roll the dice. What are you, you monster? Is that... Alright, man, I see Breach everywhere when I play this deck. Alright, what gave it away is that they drew a card with Rona before the end step. Bro, chill the hell out. That's a triple Hidetsugu in 3 last turns. That's a little bit much. Alright. So he is nearly guaranteed to hit the Breach right now, but maybe it doesn't matter anymore. Because he needs to kill this first before the combat phase, and he doesn't have mana for it. So I think we draw a card, we play Bramble. Brambly. Man, this card is insane, by the way. Like, when this doesn't get answered, I can just keep milling stuff every single turn. Do I have lethal on board? Probably. Is that more fun? Definitely. Because I'm hitting some... Okay, I thought that I don't have cards anymore. And we won't be able to activate, so let's go for Titan. I mean, why not, right? Let's just make sure that the board is even more fun. And let's keep doing it. Alright, now we go full face. And I mean, our opponent needs to deal 26 damage and block an 14 plus 8. That's a lot. That's just a lot. And I think we did the job against triple Hidetsugu and Kairi. Man, I'm really enjoying this one so far. Alright, let's go. We're going first. The Bramble Elemental. We need to start with the green mana, of course. I mean, the ramp isn't as quick as I would love it to be, but maybe we can make it work. Some familiar. So they want to play a creature, so let's give them awkward choice. And let's play some familiars. On the next turn we can double ramp if they don't kill the familiar. The best case... Oh, man. I'm not sure if they are playing how they want. Oh, I can discard a card. That's interesting. But we probably don't want it. So let's just get the green mana and play the Iron Crack. I would expect one of the familiars to die, so we will just double ramp. And I mean, that's a pretty good ramp so far. And we actually have 7 mana. We won't get it because he will kill one of those, but we actually had 7 mana on the next turn. So we just need one land or one more ramp spell. Let's see if we get it. We absolutely could. Oh wow. Some new cards for Mono Red. They definitely needed those. Alright. That's probably not the craziest turn of my life. So I will attack because that gives my opponent maybe some illusion that the familiar isn't scared. I mean, that's a lot of damage. But I don't think we die yet. I mean, my game plan is really clear right now. Alright, we definitely want to destroy target artifact. Do we get for shield counter? I honestly think we just go for the Rhino. And we get rid of the Warfare. It is scary, so the first Titan of Industry is the riskiest one. Yep, good at magic, but is that enough? Of course it is. That will be exactly... Oh no. No. Man, that was close. I got you. I know I got you. So now we live game. And we destroy more artifacts. I think we go for the Warfare still. And I will gain life, please. I mean, that's a good start, right? I think so. Alright, and we should be able to get a next turn lethal. Man, even after removing this, and we didn't have like too much permanent ramp, but... And sorry if you hear my neighbor, he's freaking drilling and I need to record, so... Yeah, sorry for that. Alright, and they're a little bit melting, I think. They should definitely attack with Ferdon, right? So they can absorb 5 damage? I mean, I think they're just dead, man. I think they're just simply dead. And I think they know it, and they just try to bluff something. Here's some Godric action. I had another one, bro. Like, where are you going? Man, we actually played triple Titan nearly against Mono Red, man. That's pretty good. The gnome. Alright. Consider me interested. Let's see what's up. Our opponent is pretty decently high in Mythic. So, let's go like this. Iron Crack. Next turn it has to be Invasion, and we need to top deck 1 land during next 2 turns. Hopefully that's doable. We have a little bit higher chance on the next turn, because then we take 2 lands from our deck. Alright, not perfect so far. However, we are on 20. So there is a chance. Let's go Forest into Swamp, this way we have double black for Breach the Multiverse in case we hit it. And we are already ready. I mean, like, look at this hand. 4 7-drops and 6 lands. I mean, what? Surely it will go right. And our opponent is playing the boat deck. Scarf's Hive, alright. I mean, we have a long way to go. But if we can hit a land, I'm pretty sure we can win this. But if we don't, we might be 2 behind. With the Shunner, like, you know, he will get quite a lot of value quickly. Alright, good choice. You don't want the Siren at this point. And, yep. That is a land. So, let's start, shall we? Oh, I mean, that's pretty strong. So we destroy and we put... So we destroy this. I don't really care about the Hive because it's so incredibly slow. It might even help us. And they cannot block and they have no lifelink. And he cannot really attack into this. So one Titan already nearly solves everything. And we are just getting started. So I also played Titan first because he had blue mana tapped, so I don't need to think about any kind of counter spells. And then when he will keep the mana up potentially, we can just play the Rex. So I think the game should be close by now. Sure. Sure, my friend. We take action. I will pay 1 life if I have to for the breach. So that's not a biggie. Malcator, Purity Overseer. Very cool card, by the way. That isn't very used. I mean, he's doing job. He's doing a lot. So I think we go for 2-turn Leafar. How much power can he muster? It's 7, 10. And he will gain life. So 10 life. Face. Face is the place. Because we can go for double Rex, which means we have double haste and double trample. That really amplifies the tempo. The other choice would be to go Titan into Rex, but probably game will end in 2 turns, so I don't think we'll be able to play the third creature. So the haste creature just gives you more instant value in the relevant time frame of the game. So, you know, that's the reasoning. Interesting. No. We are going like this, my friend. Alright. Down to 7, and he lost basically all of the good creatures, right? He can start attacking, but it will be so slow. They will probably make at least 1 3-3, I would guess. But with double Rex, I don't think that's enough. Alright, that's a good one. Let's see if he attacks. Very, very smart. He's only attacking with the creature that cannot block. And this is not an artifact, so we cannot burn it with a Titan of Industry. So maybe the game will be longer. We will see. Creature enchantment land. Alright. So if I go double Rexy, he cannot block with this. So 1 Rex can be with this and this blocked. Aye. Good. Magic. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it is. I told you, man. So they will live game. They will get a pretty good deal. Yeah, and that was enough. That's why we went with double Haster and Trampler. And our opponent just didn't have enough stats to beat. I mean, there was no Mono Red, so yeah. On the draw we have some ramp, not the best one. But we will try to make it work. Tortoise. Right, we start with the Glade. That always helps on the mana base. We would love to draw something that is a ramp for 2 mana, but like we have insane amounts of those, but you know. Right, Staff of Completion. So we have to go into Stomper. Not the best draw of the year, to be honest. And yeah, I think we need to make sure, man, they actually play live for this. And we might be slow enough that it will work for them. So, Invasion of Zendikar activates everything. We can also go for the Tortoise for more, like, draw, I guess. Let's play the Forest and think. If we go Tortoise and we miss, we won't be able to ramp into the breach on the next turn. We also don't activate the Stomper, so this feels overall better. And let's see if they react. If they draw a card, that's okay for us. Alright, good. The fact that this went through is really important. Alright, so that's a pretty solid march. Alright, it is what it is. Hopefully he will tap out fully so we can cast Breach the Multiverse. Well. Well. I think we go like this. And see how it goes. We just want to play around, make this appear. If he has a hard counter spell, there's nothing we can do about this one. And I mean, let's start, shall we? He can draw cards, but it costs him life, so it's kinda similar to just attacking him. And the other modes don't do too much, and 6/6 is a lot of pressure. Mind Splice Apparatus, sure. So he will ramp really quickly. But man, he's using the Staff of Completion like a champion. We really want... So he plays Syncopates probably, something we need to be careful of. And let's see. Leyline Binding, sure. And that's exactly Dissipate mana. Or a Syncopate for 3. If we hit T-Rex, thingy. Do we roll the dice, man? He doesn't play like he has a counter spell. Also, right, he has 4 mana in the end, so he can Syncopate. Yeah. I wonder if he has it. I'm rolling. Rolling the dice. Oh, and it went through. Is that a T-Rex? Of course. It's always the T-Rex. I call it T-Rex. Bro, where's your creatures and planeswalkers, please? How unprofessional. Alright, so this attack should disable the Staff of Completion. And I mean, let's see if he can kill one of the creatures. This is of course the one that is easier to kill. The Rex. I mean, we are nearly out of gas. So we need something good or him to not hit this. We'll see. The Rex should be safe because of the ward. Unless they have like 0 cost removal, which can be a bit hard in current standard. Yeah, no worry, bro. But that suggests he has answers. So he probably isn't dead, which means we probably need to draw something good. No cottage? Yeah, there is a cottage. What happened? Yep, March for 1. Alright, but he still needs to solve this, and it's either by Sunfall or paying insane amount of mana. He has Apparatus which will help, and he will probably hit it. Here's the Sunfall. So I mean, if we hit the Rex, we instantly win, right? But can we do it? It will be harsh. Oh boy. Man, this is pretty darn good. Can it resolve, please? Be a nice person, please. Because I can lock everything then. It went through. Guys, it went through. And I will play a Rhino. Now we kill the Leyline, which means now we have, what are you? Nissa. And then we kill the Mind Splice Apparatus. And that's pretty cool. I don't think we need the ultimate. I just want to get rid of his engine for tempo. Then he cannot like keep up. Even if he has 7 mana, that really starts to be too little to answer every threat. Like even Sunfall into this token is exactly 7 mana, so he can get rid of 1 loyalty. Then I can make another creature, Tortoise, and a cottage later. No worry, bro. Like, this is one of the matchups where you actually need to think, and that's beautiful. You're dead. Alright, here's the Leyline. That's why we went exactly into, like, full Nissa. That's very interesting. That suggests that he can remove Nissa on the next turn, because otherwise we take the Titan back and we get all the value back. So I wonder, what is your devilish play, my friend? Spoiler, I don't see devilish plays around. I mean, he's at 2, he also cannot use Staff of Completion, except destroying target permanent. Yeah, good game, oh, I wanted good game! Alright, my bad. That felt close. I wonder what the last cards were. Alright guys, we'll make this one short because it's ramp, you know the drill. You play your ramp spells, then you play your 7 drops, and you have a big green smile because you know that you are winning and your opponent is like, bro, what I'm supposed to do against this. Breach the Multiverse, probably the most interesting decision. I have tried to find different black cards, and I didn't find them. Removal, we don't need it. Our Titan is removal, Nissa, and we just kill our opponent, so that's removal of his creature. When he's dead, his creatures don't matter. And Breach the Multiverse really gives this extra value. Every ramp has like this payoff moment of 7 drop. If you can get double 7 drop somehow, or just Eternal Wanderer, or Kaya, or something like this, or even a decent creature, this is so much more power than just playing Titan of Industry. Every single creature in this crucial turn really matters. So it's definitely worth it, and the only card that didn't perform very well for me is Expand the Sphere. However, I wanted to have like more than 4 cards that can double ramp me, because we really need to hit this, 6 lands on turn 3 or 4, depending on the earlier ramp. So I think it's still justified, but in the games I have played, Expand the Sphere usually was after all the action happened, but it's kind of the same as Zendikar, so it should perform the same overall in the bigger sample. So guys, I really enjoyed this deck. It was a blast, and I think that Glimpse the Core makes huge difference, and together with Iron Crack, even though this is legendary, so you might draw multiples, it's so good because it basically costs you 1 mana, because you get 1 mana back instantly. So it's really great to ramp, and it gives you so many 2 mana sources to ramp that your 4 mana is just so much more powerful. So really enjoying this one. I hope you guys had fun during the video. I'm pretty proud of this one, I'll be honest. I had both fun and the games were pretty awesome, like nearly each one of them. So yeah, hope you had a great time, and see you tomorrow.